Hi, I'm Ann Sagendorph, and welcome back to How to Create a Brilliant Year. This is one of a series of about 7, and this is called Dressing with Intention, How to Get the Results You Want. So here we go. First of all, I thought I would just tell you my own story, which is last week I had to go to a partners meeting at a firm that I coach in San Francisco. And I actually thought a lot about what was I going to wear because it was a serious partners meeting. There were some things that I had to tell them that they might not want to hear, but that I also knew would create a breakthrough for them. And so what did I wear? Well, actually, I wore what I have on now, and I want to tell you why I did that and what was behind it. So I'm going to step away just a little bit so you can see. I have on, you're going to lose my head, I have on my dramatic, I have on my hair color, more dramatic, and then this beautiful jacket that's mostly in my hair color, with a few little other things. Now, why did I wear this? I wore it for several reasons, and I actually thought about this a lot before I went. I wanted to look grounded, and that is what your hair color does for you. And mine is sticking up. Your hair color grounds you, and I wanted to walk into that meeting so that they would take me seriously. I do not have black in my palette, and many people don't. Do not think that wearing black makes you look serious. If it's not in your palette, it just is very confusing to people, and it doesn't express your essence. So if you wear black and you're somebody who's a winter, it's probably terrific. If you're someone like me who is a summer in my coloring, brown is my hair color, it's a great neutral for me. So I wear that, and whenever you want to look grounded, wear your hair color. So I want to just quickly go over this again. So I wore my hair color to be grounded, and I wore my dramatic so that I could also lead. I wasn't leading the meeting, but I wanted to be impactful. Let's put it that way. But notice how I did it relatively subtly, as opposed to walking in with a bright turquoise outfit on. And in fact, I'll show you one of my dramatics. In fact, I'll show you a couple of them. So let me just put that up there. This looks a little blue in this, but it's actually a teal green. And so I could have worn all teal green, but I chose to be more subtle. So how do we decide what to wear? You know, it's like, what is dressing with intention anyway? The first thing it is starting the night before. I tell people that if you go back and listen to the session I did on how to start your day, one of the things I said was it starts the night before. And that's particularly true when you're dressing with intention. I lay my clothes out. If I have an important meeting, I'm meeting a new client, whatever, I make sure all of that's taken care of because I don't want to be thinking about myself, have my attention on myself when I'm meeting with other people. And I want to just go back and say that again. You know, I had a great teacher years ago, and she was going to lead a seminar that night, and we were doing a seminar during the day, and I was her partner. And I said, so what are you doing to prepare for the seminar? And she said, I'm having a massage, I've laid out my clothes, I'm taking care of my hair, et cetera, et cetera. And I said, oh, wow, that's a lot. This was before I understood. And she said, so that I can walk into that room tonight with no attention on myself. Do you get that? So many of us, and I would say often women, not always, but often, we have so much attention on, are we looking okay? Do we look right? And it takes away from us being able to serve other people and take the attention off of us because we know we look great. We look just the way our essence should look for that meeting or that date or whatever. So let me just go into this a little bit, and I'll show you. It may not show up great, but I'll show you anyway. If I was going to something By the way, the meeting went great and they took me very seriously. So I thought I would give you a result. Let me show you my eye color, which again is a green, and it's a dark green. I have hazel eyes, but they tend to be green. If I was going to meet somebody for the first time, if I was doing a client for the first time, or if there was something where people needed to really trust me and had never met me, I would wear my eye color. If I wanted to be not just more vulnerable, but more accessible to people, that could be a date. It could be a meeting with a client where they're very vulnerable. I would probably choose something in my skin tone, so that I would be much more accessible to them and feel softer to them. I want to talk just a moment about red, because people often, I heard somebody talk about having a red power suit. So I'm going to put my 2 cents in. Don't wear red to a business meeting. It's about passion and romance. Please do not wear that. It gets in your way. And so it's not that it's not a great color. Goodness, it's a beautiful color, if it's the right one for you. But we want to make sure that you're taken seriously and you're not sending the wrong message, actually. And I'm not going through all my colors, but I just thought I'd show you a couple of my, exciting, dramatic colors. One I showed you before. And again, it's looking a little blue, but it's really teal. And this is another one. So these are 2 of my most dramatic colors. Where do I wear these? When I'm leading a seminar, when I want to stand out, okay? When I'm supporting somebody else, and I also have some other purples that are, for me, exciting and dramatic, which is good because I wear a lot of purple. But if I'm supporting people and I'm not the one in front, then I'll often wear, and again, these are going to look a little bit too blue, but you get the idea. It's a softer teal. And so I look at that depending on what I'm doing that day. So here's what I want to suggest to you. Look and see, do you have your eye color? Do you have your hair color? Do you have your skin tone? Do you know what your dramatics are so you can be at choice about when to wear them? Because if you go into a meeting or you go to meet a date and you're wearing your dramatic, it could be off-putting. Who knows? So what I want when I talk about dressing with intention is I want you to look and see, what result do I want to create? Who am I going to be in the matter when I go to that meeting or that date or that event? And what will I wear so that I'm appropriate for that, but also one other piece, so that I set the mood for the meeting, that I'm not just at the effect of what other people are doing, but that I know that I'm setting the mood for that meeting in who I'm being and what I'm wearing. So I really invite you, if you have not done Dress for Your Future and do not have, I'm going to show you one of these beautiful, 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 beautiful palettes. I invite you to come do a Dress for Your Future session so that you have this to go shopping, so I'm losing them here, but they're still fun. I just want to show you because there's so many beautiful colors, so that you have the right colors for you. And there's a reason for that. If you have color and it's done right, it represents your essence, and you can let go of image dressing. I don't dress like an image. Notice how much movement there is, because in me, there is a lot of movement. And I want to make sure that every person has the right movement, has the right style facets, and has the right colors, so that their essence shines in the world, so that when they walk into an event or a meeting, without saying a word, people get exactly who they are, get who you are. So thank you so much for listening. This is really fun for me, I have to say. I love talking about color and design and style. I invite you to go to www.thepowerofbusinessandstyle.com. You can go to my YouTube channel. I know it's in the website. I think it's under Ann Sagendorph-Moon, but if it's not, it's under The Power of Business and Style. So either one. I think it's Ann Sagendorph-Moon. Go there. You can watch this and see the other videos there. And I would love to do a 30-minute free consult so you could find out if Dress for Your Future is right for you, or if you're having a hard time creating a brilliant year, maybe business coaching. So thank you so much. I had a lovely time with you. Welcome to my home. I'm so glad I can do this in my office so you can see how I live. And thank you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.